Oh well, sometimes you can't stop yourself from hoarding things, especially when you're in quarantine and bored. Hello, welcome to my channel, Haylee Marie Vintage. Today I have another craft haul for you. I have a pretty good size fabric haul. I'm a bit out of control, need to slow it down, and also a pretty good size pattern haul, which I could also use slowing down, especially since I have 9 more patterns on the way, aside from just these ones. But yeah, so I guess we'll get started. I think we'll start with some lace and findings and things, and then go into fabric and then patterns. So if there's only one part of this video you're interested in, that's gonna be the order. But I'm very excited about the finds. I just went fabric shopping today. Seattle Creative had another backstock sale, so I went to check it out. Also, I ate a bunch of Taco Bell while wearing a corset, so it might be a bit burpy. I apologize ahead of time. So first up, I'm gonna show you some fun findings and trims. I got this is 6 yards of pom-poms. I love pom-poms as like a sew-on accessory. There's a lot of vintage pieces that do it really well and really cool, so I'm excited to figure out a use for these. I probably shouldn't throw it that way, huh? Next up is kind of another pom-pom trim. I know this is technically for decoration, like pillows and throws and things, but I think this would be really cool on the right garment. Maybe along a neckline, or if it's like off the shoulder. The straps on this need to be repaired. The dress luckily is like tight enough that it holds itself up, but these straps are useless, so I need to fix them. But yeah, I think this could be really pretty trim. Next up, I have a pretty big yardage of this. It says 5.5. This is just a really pretty peach thicker lace. I think this could be really useful for a lot of things. I could do some really cool sleeves with it, but I just thought it was really pretty, and for $2.75 I was happy to pick this up. I also have it in another color, kind of. Let me see if I can find an end on this. But this is a pink and purple kind of version of this trim. Again, really pretty. A really nice thick lace, and this one, there's 3 yards of it, and I got it for $1.50. Which is also awesome. And then the last trim I got, I think 22 2/3 yard, and I paid $11 for it. And I'll get up to show you this. As you can see, these are just some really pretty flowers. This is like a pretty classic, I feel like, 70s. Ugh. This is a pretty classic like 70s style trim, but I thought it was really pretty, and 11 yards, not 11 yards, 22 2/3 yards is a lot that if I decide to use it for something that I just need a massive amount of yardage, it's really great to have something like this on hand. I think these are from the same donor as a video I filmed before this where I had picked up I think 3 or 4 other trims kind of like this that I assume that's just how they stored them. Oh, okay. Yeah, Taco Bell and corsets, don't mix. Don't try it at home. Would not recommend. Will not do again. Next up, I just bought all of this fabric, so I haven't taken off the tape. I take off the tape right when I get it home. This is how Seattle Creative sells it, and I find that the tape can sometimes kind of ruin the fabric, so I take it off right when I get home, but I figured I'd leave it on since I have the yardage. So I'll take these all off after the video, but this here is 5.5 yards. It's a blue polyester for sure, but it's really lightweight, and I might use it for like really nice flowy dress. We're gonna have to kind of see how this drapes. I'm not positive yet if it will drape well for that. This one next up, I had been keeping an eye on. It had been in the shop for a while. It's just kind of like a basic kind of woven Hawaiian print. It's pretty, and I like how it'll kind of like stretch and give because it's like kind of wrinkled. Next up, we have an upholstery fabric. This has like a really nice subtle stripe to it that I really liked. I don't know if you can see it from there. I can try to bring it closer to try to show it to you. Yeah, you can see that. So this is like the kind of stripey thing. Wow, these straps are really actually the worst. How many times can I adjust them this video? But yeah, this is just a nice upholstery fabric. I think it'll make a gorgeous suit, especially with the subtle stripes. I can have a lot of play with pockets and things like that. This is probably a polyester, but it's kind of like crepey, silky. There's just a certain type of fabric that has a little bit more texture to it. I thought the color was nice, and there are 4.5 yards, so I have a lot of options for what I can make with this. I just thought it was really pretty. Next up is kind of probably a chambray or denim. So it has blue and white thread sewn throughout. It's 2.5 yards. I don't really have plans when I pick up fabric, and I think that will need to change because my hoard has gotten too big recently. And then I also got this, which is just 1 3/4 yards of like this really pretty cotton stripe. This one I do have plans for. This will be a shirt. Not sure what type of shirt, but it will be a shirt. Next up, in a past video, I had shown you this in blue. I had bought the blue version. I think it drapes so nicely. I love the embroidered leaves on it. And I love the like kind of batik tie-dye-ness to it. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the purple. There is 4 yards of this and it's 60 width, so I can pretty much make whatever the heck I want out of it. I have enough fabric for pretty much anything. Next up, I don't have a ton of fabrics like this. This is like a waffly, fleecy, it'll be like a pretty sheer dress, but I have so many slips that I just kind of account for that. But I thought it would make just, yeah, a pretty like lightweight yellow dress that's just kind of like flowy and gauzy. And I liked the like waffle print. I've seen dresses like these when I've gone vintage shopping, and there's 3 1/3 yards of 60-inch wide fabric, so I have the right amount of fabric to make like that really big bell dress shape. Yeah, these straps, I don't even know why I'm wearing them. I maybe should just take them off this dress. It fits so well anyway. This is a really simple light blue cotton. I think it's really beautiful. This is again 4 1/2 yards and this is 60 inches wide. I love, it has a really subtle polka dot to it that you won't see unless you're close. And I have some trims that are gonna look stunning with this. So I think this will be a good one to practice my trim skill with, which is a skill I definitely need to practice because I have so much trim. I bought this. This is a really thick denim feeling fabric. I don't honestly know what I'm gonna be able to make with this. This is definitely upholstery fabric, but I loved the little mallards on it. I thought the ducks were so cute and I could just see it as like the cutest structured pencil skirt if I could just get it to fit my hips. 50s patterns and 40s patterns, and I think even 60s patterns are not hip friendly for me, but I just thought this was so cute, and so I'm gonna give it a shot. Next up, I only have 2 2/3 yards of 44-inch fabric, so I don't know what I'm gonna make with this, but it's this really beautiful, fun, striped watermelon fabric. It's so freaking cute. It will also make the cutest mask. I'm really excited about this. I think it's darling. I'm just gonna have to figure out what skirt I have that I can wear this with. Next up is my last from Cielo Creative. This is 5 1/2 yards of brocade. As you can see, this is really beautiful brocade fabric. Feels super soft and nice. I'm sure it's polyester. I'm sure it's not silk, but I will fabric test it. It is very lustrous. And these are like especially the types of fabrics I love Cielo Creative for. I can't believe I paid $2 a yard for this fabric. Look at how shiny it is. I have no idea what I'm gonna make or how I'm even gonna wear what I make with this, because as over the top as I am, this is too over the top for me to wear practically in my day-to-day life. And I don't go out. I mean, none of us go out right now, but I don't go out anyway, on top of COVID. So no idea. I think I'll probably wait almost probably a year to sew this up. But yeah, that's the last of Cielo Creative fabric. I think I got a pretty good haul there. And then the last fabrics that I do have, I purchased from, I think it's backdoorfinds.com or something like that. I'll list that one down below. I do think she has really good selection on 40s and 50s fabric. This is a 1940s kind of feedsacky fabric. I think there's 2 yards of this, so I think I'll probably make some sort of blouse or skirt. I don't know. We'll see. And then this one, I think I have maybe 4 yards of this. I'm gonna hold it up and hopefully it'll refocus if I cover my face. I just also thought this was really pretty and would make a really gorgeous skirt or dress, especially since it has so many colors in it that would be easy to pull into it. But that is it on fabric. So last up here are patterns. So I have a ton of patterns here. So I probably won't super talk through them. Sorry for all the rustling, because it's a pretty good chunk of patterns, but I think they're so gorgeous. These will all be 1950s. So I have like this one. I really liked kind of the pom-poms on it. Other than now I look at them, they're buttons, but it would be really easy to do the same thing with pom-pom trim. And I really like, it has like the round cut here, which I've been looking for a pattern with this shape because I've seen a lot of really gorgeous dresses online that there's lace there that just is like really like so stunning, and I love it. So I picked up this dress pattern to make something like that. This is just like kind of a really sexy 50s pin-up-y halter dress. I thought, again, this was pretty, and I love the like big exaggerated pockets. I know the pockets aren't functional on this one because you wouldn't put a functional pocket on your breast like that. I did read the pattern and it looks like the pockets on the the pattern pockets aren't real. This one here is a gorgeous coat. I'm very excited about this one. I thought the coat was so pretty, and it again has those pocket flaps, and if I don't like the pocket flaps, I can just make it without them. There is this one here, which is kind of a basic suit set. I'm trying to not get the light in this. So yeah, this is just like a basic suit set. I think it's 1940s, and I also really like, I don't know if you can see, but there's a capelet for like a little capelet thing, and I love the little capelet look. And then I picked up this. This is a bridesmaid's dress pattern. It reminds me of something my grandma made. I know I have dresses in each of these colors, so I think that is why I purchased this, is I think it reminds me a lot of my grandma and something she would make. This was this pretty spendy pattern. It might have even almost been $30. I generally don't spend more than $20 per pattern, so that would have been a bit of a stretch, but this pattern, same thing goes. I thought this was a stunning 40s pattern. It was pretty pricey. I wouldn't probably spend this on just any pattern, but I love the peasant tops, and I think the 1940s does a particularly good job of that. Next up, we'll kind of speed through. There's not really anything special about the rest of these. This one, I liked the pleating in the skirt, and I want the ability to do that. And I also liked the like cut-in neckline that this one has. And then this is a mail order one. It has kind of like the thick drape cowl thingy here. And then this is darling. This is a jumper that has buttons all the way down the side. I think it'll be so stunning, and the blouse that you're supposed to make with it will be so cute. I'm so excited about that one, and I'm also super pumped about this one. This might be my next sewing project because it has the like kind of like poofy shorts that work really well for me because of my hips, and then it has like the cute little crop top. So I think this is my dream summer outfit, which means I need to whip it up lickety split. Next up, I have, this is another pattern that I've just kind of had my eyeballs on, and so I've been searching for it, and it finally came in at a price I wanted. I want to say it was like $12, when a lot of it times I saw it was like for $30, but it's just kind of a dirndl peasant style. You can see I kind of did a round of peasant dress buying patterns, which I kind of feel like I like have features I look for, and then I buy a bunch of patterns and then I don't need any more. This one is just a really nice pin tucked dress up on the top, and so I thought that was nice. And then last, this one is in rough condition, but this is another really nice 1940s peasant blouse. But that is all I hauled, and by all I hauled I mean way too much. I have so many projects I need to do. I kind of need to put myself on a fabric buying ban. We'll see how well I accomplish that. I don't think I'll be very good at it. Oh well, sometimes you can't stop yourself from hoarding things, especially when you're in quarantine and bored. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely stick around and hit that subscribe button. It's either there or there. I don't remember when I'm filming. Slash, it does a weird backwards thing. So it's one of these spots, but I would definitely appreciate if you want to stick around. I post every single Friday. I hope to see you next time. Bye!